I am the surface of a sleepless ocean, the cold depths of frozen emotion. I'm pieces of a heart broken, floating inside a love that was stolen. I'm written poetry spoken. I'm a fresh page with the mind full of things to say, reminiscing on yesterday's best days to get the stress away.
The first time I did oxys, I was at a party with a couple of friends and a couple of girls. They broke out the pills and, asked who wanted to do it, and everybody wanted to, and I was always trying to find a way to fit in.
I'm trapped inside these speakers, turning naysayers into believers. When the poem gets deeper, I'm the teacher, abusing the fact that I have the platform to reach you.
Oxycontin became my everything. I burned every single bridge around me until I was left on an island. I would manipulate family members for money. I can't count how much I stole from my father. Every crime I ever committed was due to it was all drug related.
I'm the beautiful ugly, a recovering junkie.
It was great when I first started taking oxys. It made you feel unbelievable. The withdrawals from it, horrible. I'm like a baby curled up, sucking my thumb. And then once you can't afford those oxys and the crimes are too, they become too much.
I can't escape the fall. The hands of failure grab hold of me, choking me, exposing the broken me of what I was supposed to be.
When the withdrawals became that bad from the OCs, I had somebody that presented, a bag of heroin to me.
Redemption. For anyone abusing prescription medicine whose progression led them to heroin, that settled in.
When I started selling heroin to support the habit, at the end of my run, I didn't want to live anymore. I literally wanted to just die in my sleep, but I didn't have the courage to commit suicide.
I'm the voice of a generation, raising my voice to the nation.
I was living with a buddy of mine, and we were sleeping head to toe on a futon. I'm curled up on the futon like a little baby, fetal position, in agony, running back and forth from the bathroom, and my buddy's mother is shooting up in front of me, and she's, she turns to me and she's, horrible looking because she, 100 pounds soaking wet, and she's getting high in front of me saying, "You have an effing problem, you need to go get help." I ended up getting up from the futon, I went to the bathroom, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I couldn't tell you who was looking back at me when I looked in the mirror. And I said something needs to change, like I'm gonna die.
Inspiration for every addict getting high in the basement, a kid trying to get clean as a detox patient, that they could say, I am one of the ones that made it.
It's a choice now. I'm past the physical withdrawals, long past it, luckily. My way to deal with a lot of the chaos and the emotions and how I cope is I write poetry. I ended up, putting enough together where I have a book out called The Shadow of an Addict.
I am hope for those that lost it, still carrying pieces of broken dreams in their pocket.
I've told doctors I'm a heroin addict and you can't prescribe me painkillers, and then they hand me a script of perks. It's like, I tell the doctor I can't take any narcotic because I know if I take a perk will lead to perk 30, to heroin, to IV, to homeless again. I'm all set with that.
Objects, I'm street knowledge. I'm passion, pleasure, and pain.
I've been very vocal about, getting off heroin, is the fact that when my kid's old enough, I'm going to be up front with him about it. I don't want him falling into the same traps that I did.
I'm a heroin addict that changed, but couldn't wash away the stains that covered my veins.
Now I don't know when he's old enough to realize it, if he's going to be ashamed knowing my history. And hopefully I made the mistakes that they can learn from, so they don't have to follow in the same footsteps as me.
I'm Matthew Ganem, and you will remember the name.